Hello and welcome to a new episode of the MOTORSPIRIT EP3 collection. I've not made a video for a very long time. I think it's about 5 or 6 months now. I know in my last video I said I'd make one in a couple of weeks. Yeah, unfortunately I forgot to film anything when I did a bit of work. However, I don't know if you remember, I was speaking about doing the Birkett endurance race. That was in October. Myself, Will and Richie went up to where Will is based and had a bit of a car weekend. So I will link you, or hopefully link you, to the video that was made from that weekend. I don't know where it's going to appear, somewhere. Getting you to this video malarkey, so I'll try and work out how to put the link in. Anyway, so yesterday was the first time the car has been unwrapped since that Birkett race, which was in October. The car was in pretty good nick, to be honest. It's been under a car cover outside, so it's not the best place to keep a car, especially when it's been so cold and wet in the recent weeks. But it's what I've got to deal with because I've got nowhere to store the car indoors. I keep trying to find places, but nowhere is suitable. So what I'm doing today is, well, in the last few months actually, I've been hoarding some nice parts I'm going to be fitting to my car. Let me just grab this a second. So here you can see I've got a nice little lightweight race heater. It's a 3.5 kilowatt version, sorry. So hopefully that will be pretty decent. I know a lot of people run these and they don't have good feedback with them, but I think most people run like the 2 kilowatt ones. This is a 3.5 though, so hopefully that's better. And the main reason for doing so. The main reason for using that is because if you look at here, I've been a busy boy last night, and I've ripped the dash out, which is fun, and then I've ripped all the heater matrix out. That came out nice and easily. This, however, God knows how that's supposed to come out, but the only way I could get it out was by ripping the absolute shit out of it. And as you can see, I have literally ripped it apart, and that's left me with this little sexy mess I'm going to be sorting out today. As you can see here, this is the original OEM heater matrix. It's just on with some of those clip things, so I'll have to pop those off. It's going to make a mess of coolant everywhere, and then I'm going to work out where I'm going to bolt the new heater matrix to and pipe it all in. I'm going to clean it all up inside here, probably just give it a very minimal lick of spray paint, just keep it all white and uniformal, and then yeah, tidy all that up and throw the dash back in and wire everything up. Oh yeah, that's what I've got to say, because I've got, as you can see, I've got gauges and fire things, and just pull this off a second. If it will come off, it doesn't want to come off, typical. As you can see, I've got my cut off switch there. The wiring is just a bit of a pain in the ass, so that took a lot longer yesterday than I had hoped to do. So that's enough rambling. I'm going to just get stuff done and show you when I do it. So hope you enjoy the video, and I will probably chat to you again towards the end of it. Well, just got the cooler off. It's over there. Didn't actually make that much mess, to be honest. Pretty happy. It just leaked out a bit and just all went down there. There's a little bit there still, but yeah, it's alright, not too bad. So I've got this really sexy aluminium 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch adapter. That's going to go on there, the other way around, sorry. That's going to go that way. It's pretty cool. Just screws through the bulkhead so you can tighten it up. So it'll be nice and tight on the bulkhead. Might need to make some sort of plate or something on there, maybe, to make it super duper good. And then yeah, the original pipes, which are just poking through there, go onto the fat end, and then the new sexy race cooler mitt blue pipe. There's some blue pipe I've got here. Plonks onto that. So it should be quite nice and tidy. So I'm going to try and work out how to mount these nice and tight on the bulkhead and go from there. So I've just laid down a little bit of paint there, bit of bit too thick in some places, but never mind. Most of it's going to be hidden by the dashboard anyway, and the fire extinguisher bracket. So I'll just wait for that to dry, or touch dry at least, whilst I work out whereabouts the little heater is going to mount onto. There's not many flat surfaces, so I have to see what I can do. So while I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I was going to do a couple of nice good feel jobs. I've had this pretty sexy snap-off steering boss for a few weeks now, or months rather. I got it for a good bargain. Demon Tweak sell it for about 120-ish quid, and I got it for 45 quid. Yeah, a bit of a stroke of luck really, but got it anyway. But I've just gone to fit it now, and because I've got a super duper sexy personal steering wheel, it's not the usual 6x70 PCD that the majority of steering wheel bosses are, so that was really bad. So the distance from here to here is 70 mils, but the distance from there to there on my steering wheel is 74 mils. So let's just show you quickly. If I try and fit this on, it just does not line up nicely. Let's probably do it better that way. Yeah, as you can see, it just doesn't line up very nice whatsoever. So after a quick bit of googling, I've just found that you can get little PCD adapter things, which should be all right. Cost 12 quid, I think. Hopefully, well, the only downside with that is it's bringing the steering wheel closer and closer and closer. Obviously, this on its own is bringing the steering wheel relatively close anyway, which is what I'm trying to achieve. So basically, what I'm trying to achieve, just put you down there a sec. What I'm trying to achieve is my seat is on a slider at the moment, and whenever I get scrutineered, the scrutineers always whinge about it. It's supposed to be solid mounted. So what I'm hoping to do is solid mount the seat, but to do so, I'm getting my words all confused here. Basically, I'm just trying to push as much weight towards the back of the car as I can, so my legs are as straight as possible in the cabin, so I'm not having to be right up close, because I've got T-Rex legs and T-Rex arms. It's quite hard to reach things and whatever. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't make any sense. It does in my head. I know what I'm trying to achieve, and it does make sense, just I'm horrendous at explaining it. But yeah, so hopefully, well, I've just bought this little adapter. It'll be here next week, and then I can fit the snap-off boss and go from there. Just waiting for the paint to dry. Bit of a stupid idea painting really, when it was going to take so long to dry. But I'll find something else to do. Cool. So that's the end of the day for me today. I'll take you for a little look around the car in a second. In fact, sod it, let's do it now. So, here we go. My battered in boot, which one day will get cut out, one day. Now, I don't know if you can see this monstrosity. I tried to pop out the spot welds and try and get rid of this bracket. There's one obviously the other side as well. But it's a fucking pain in the ass. It is a really shit job. As you can see, I've tried to, well, I've popped all the spot welds off, or I think I have, and then I've wedged a flathead screwdriver and a chisel where I've tried to peel it off, but God knows what a shit job that is. So I've admitted defeat because time's against me, and I'm going to leave that for now. It looks shit, so I might just put a quick bit of paint over that to stop it looking so shit. However, don't know if you remember, but these two rear quarters used to have a bit of panel in them. Here we are. Used to have these in them. Obviously now they don't, because they're here on the floor. Probably saved about 1 kilo or so by taking both of them out. Onto this pile actually. As you can see, all this stuff is just rubbish that's come out of the car. Obviously not the dashboard, but all this stuff from there all of that is weight saved. And I honestly think it's about 10, maybe 15 kilos. I need to look at the dash as well, because the dash weighs a bloody ton. Like, I reckon that dash is about 30 kilos or something ridiculous. Yeah, not sure what I'm going to do with that, but I'll have a look tomorrow. And here's my efforts for the day. There's the sexy new heater, Matrix fan thingy job. I just need to put the outlets on, which pop onto there, to the other side as well. But I'll do that tomorrow when I'm looking at the dash to see where I can pipe them all up. They're probably just going to come straight up here, to be honest, and angled at the windscreen, because that's all the places I need the heat to go. Just before I go home now, I'm just going to lay another layer of paint onto here so it's got time to dry overnight, because that's been a pain in the ass waiting for the paint to dry. Stupidly decided to do that. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I did nonetheless. The car's all dirty inside where I've been getting inside. Try and give it a bit of a clean. What else have I done today? That is literally it. It's been a long day. Yeah, so I'm going to pack up and go home now and chill out for the night. Catch you tomorrow. Right guys, so today's a new day, Sunday. I'm going to put everything back into the car. Probably take a while to put the dashboard back in. Right then, so what I've done is, so you can see I fitted the dash, which is went in a lot easier than I anticipated, because it weighs quite a bit and it's usually a pain in the arse. There's the nice little heater matrix you can see down there. I'm not sure what to do about the bottom outlets yet. I'm going to cap that one as soon as I find some suitable caps. I might cap that one, but I'm not sure. I need to give it a test and see actually how effective it is with just the two blowers on. I imagine many people are thinking, why did I buy one before? I don't know. That's why. That is why. Anyway, so what I decided to do was keep the OEM ventilation ducting stuff. You can see, hopefully see just about, yeah, where I'm pointing. So that's probably the most effective way of demisting the windscreen without chopping all the top dash out and looking a bit crap really. So what I've done is I've put the ducting into where the old ducting used to go, and to keep it tight I've literally just stabbed a hole in the piping, and luckily there was two holes obviously for old screws, and I've just zip tied it onto the tubing and it's in there pretty tight. Just inside the ducting I've made this one point that way obviously, and that one point that way. There's no forward ducting that I could see, but the OEM ducting is still there, so it should still be just as effective. Hopefully with that little bad boy heating the place up. I am going to have to cap these off because I'm going to get very toasty toes if I don't. But you know, in reality the heater's not going to be on for that much. It's just going to be on for here and there. Obviously first thing in the morning when waiting for the races and stuff, when it's a bit frosty outside or dewy or whatever. Yeah, so hopefully that'll be alright. I'm just going to finish bolting in the rest of the dash now, sorting all this cabling out, which is a nightmare to sort out sometimes, and then plugging the gauges back in, routing the fire extinguisher stuff back in, putting the fire extinguisher back in down there. I want to really move the ECU so I can cut all this out, to be honest, but I don't have the skills. It'd be good if I could just lob the ECU onto there. But that might be a time for my good friend William when he returns from his crazy place. To the headlights.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Right then, on that bombshell, that horrendous attempt at me wrapping my headlights, I thought that was going to be a nice feel-good job. However, there is no such thing as a feel-good job when it comes to me in cars, so it seems. So it doesn't matter anyway, because there wasn't enough on the roll for actually 2 lights. I thought there was going to be enough, but there wasn't. So I'm going to have to buy some more length and more quantity, and try again next time. I've got a couple of good jobs, not good, but they will be good jobs, just not good to do jobs for the car. So all in the effort of losing a bit more weight. Could probably lose some more weight myself personally, but it's easier to lose it from the car, to be honest.
That's sexy.
So video in a couple of weeks when I get a chance to do some more car stuff. So if you haven't seen any of my other videos, of which there's literally probably 1 or 2, feel free to go and check them out, and I'll catch you again sometime. Adios.